Okay. We'll continue. Just a minute. Am I audible to everyone? Okay. So we discussed that in South, what was happening in South? There was Deccani Sultanate on this Deccan Plateau, and then downwards we were having the Vijayanagar Empire, which was very powerful that time. So after the decline of Cholas, the Vijayanagar Empire was there in the south. So okay. So have you understood where the Hampi was? Here was Hampi. Okay, in Vijayanagar Empire, here if you see it was Hampi. So you would have understood this south one. We'll move ahead. So what was the significance of Hampi? So if you see this place, this Vijayanagar place, as per some travelers, this Vijayanagar was very prosperous. Okay, this Vijayanagar Empire was very prosperous, very rich, and now we will understand the architecture of Hampi. Okay, so Hampi was having a well-fortified city. Well-fortified city. And why do you think this was well-fortified? Fortified means, suppose this is the city. So if someone wants to attack, this is the city. So in city, the people will be living, right? The kings will be there. Everything will be there in the city. No palace will be there. The people will be living, right? So anyone can directly come here and they can attack if city is open, right? So what the people used to do that time, they used to fortify the city. Fortify means they will build the forts. Okay, they will build a fort around the city. They will build very huge walls, right? They will make huge walls and fort. So the walls when they will make, it will be like this. Suppose here tower is there, and here the soldiers will be standing. Understood? The soldiers, this is the outer part. So here soldiers will stand. You would have seen in some of the movies you would have seen that soldiers will be standing here and they will defend if someone attacks. Okay, so this was the scenario. So like this, if you see, Hampi was also a well-fortified city, okay, of that time. Now, no mortar or cementing agent was used in the construction of these walls and the technique followed was to wet him together by interlocking. So, if you see the walls which they were making, the walls which they were building was not joined by mortars or cementing. Mortar, anyone knows? It is actually lime up these walls. So how they used to join them together? So they were following a special technique. You can go through some videos also available on the YouTube, and you can find how such a great technique they were having. Like you would have seen in woods. In woods, this technique is being used, but they were using these to construct the walls, right? So what they used to do, if you see your bed, you can go and check your bed. How your bed is attached. So how it is attached? See, if this two bricks are there, or you can say two woods are there, how it will be joined if there is no glue or nothing to paste, nothing is used to join it together. So what they will basically do, they will make a cut here, right? They will make a cut here, okay, and then they will make a cut like this, okay. Here, suppose here they made a cut like this, right? If you see, suppose like this they made, it can be like this, okay. So like this they will make a cut. Now what they will do, just when they will join it, this cut will come here like this. Like this it will be joined. Yes. So if you see, this was the technique, sorry, which they were using to join the bricks, bricks and to make walls. Understood? This is how they were joining the stones and they were building the walls. Understood? So if you see, no mortar or cement was used in the construction of these walls. What technique they were used to follow? So they used to wedge them together by interlocking. So they used to interlock it and they used to join it. Okay. So like this they used to make the cuts, and by that they used to interlock them. So it was very good technique which they were using, and you can see some of the videos also are there related to this construction method of construction. So till here, anyone is having any question? Please ask. Otherwise, I will move ahead to the topic. Okay. Any questions? Now, the buildings in the royal complex has splendid arcs, domes, and pillared walls with niches for holding sculptures. So in this, if you see, what is this? In the royal complex, they were having arcs. Arcs were there, domes were there, and they were having the pillared halls. The halls which were having pillar. And in that, niches were there for holding the sculptures. Now, what are these niches? Arc and dome, you can understand. You have already read in Mughal period. Now, what is this niches? So, if you see South Indian temples, what you will find, they have in the temples and all, they have made some structures, sculptures. Okay, kuch murti, sculpture is murti. So they have made some of the sculptures in between the pillars. So if this is the pillar, how will you put a sculpture in this? So for that they used to make niches. Now what are these niches? So they either used to carve it like this. Okay, this is the pillar. Either they will carve it like this. Okay, now here they can make this sculpture. They can put this sculpture here. Or what they can do, if this is the pillar, they can make some kind of hole here. Okay, some kind of hole here, and then they can put the sculpture. These are the two methods. Either in the pillar only, they can carve like this. Okay, they will carve the pillar like this, and they will keep this sculpture, or they will build, they will join some kind of stone here. Okay, and they can give support to the sculpture. These were called niches. Fine. So these are niches. So these their complex, royal complex temples, they were having arcs, domes, and pillared halls which were having niches so that they can hold the sculptures. Okay. Now they also had the well-planned orchards. They also had well-planned orchards, and they had pleasant gardens with sculptural motifs such as lotus and corals. Okay. So in this, if you see, they were also having orchards. So if you see when Babur came, so what Babur introduced? Babur introduced char bagh. Yes, we have studied about char bagh, that their complex, whatever architecture they were having, they were building the char baghs, right, which was quarterly divided. Yes, we discussed about that. So when Babur came, so Babur came, and in 1500, yes, 1526, Babur came this time, and he introduced char bagh, right? But in Vijayanagar Empire, if you see, the orchards and the gardens were already there. That means the people of subcontinent, they were also having their own ideas in the construction, right? So they had orchards, they had the pleasant gardens, and if you see their construction, they were having the sculptural motifs. Motifs means patterns. Motive is pattern. Okay. So which kind of patterns? Whatever monument you take, whatever monument you will pick, you will find they have some kind of inscriptions, some kind of patterns made on that, right? If we talk about Qutub Minar, or if we talk about any of the monument, we are having some kind of pattern on that, right? The same way, they were also having the patterns, motifs, and these motifs were basically lotus and corbels. So if you see this lotus and corbel, they are basically taken from the religion. Okay. So they are basically taken from the religion. Now we will continue this in our next class. Till the time, thank you everyone.